Hi, Secret Agents, and welcome to another webinar with our Controlled Chaos team. My name is Robbie, and I've got my partner Paul Chirio sitting here with me today, and we're going to deliver today's content. But before we do, I just want to congratulate everyone on the outstanding effort that you've been putting into your own business and supporting your team members. It's very exciting seeing the developments that are happening and knowing that you've been set on the right path to achieving your own dreams. And we've got fantastic leaders here who are really putting in an amazing effort to support you in your business. Now, today ends the CEO Challenge that comes to completion at 5 p.m. and I'm glad to say that in usual fashion we've pushed it to the wire and we've made it to level 2. So yet to be confirmed by HQ, but we're looking forward to sharing the silver screen with Shanine Moncrief and Peter Ward, Louise and Daniel Sharp, and I'm standing by to perhaps hear some news about another couple from our team who may have made it as well. I'm very excited and can't wait to finish this so I can get on the blower and find out how they've gone. Anything else you want to add before we go?
No. No. School holidays are coming up.
Yeah, that's really, really important. It's often a difficult time to build and grow your business over the school holiday period because a lot of people go away, and so just be prepared for those the challenges that lie ahead in the next couple of weeks. But then there are others who are looking for something to do, and if they're home with the kids and you don't mind a bit of noise and distraction during your wow party, then that's also a great opportunity to get together with your friends who are normally so busy and crazy with their 9-to-5 job, as well as all those extracurricular after-school activities and their own recreation and so on. Those elements slow down over the school holidays, so there are still opportunities there. Look, next week we're going to be standing by in Australia watching all the North American action unfold at Ignite. We're really excited about the new announcements, and we know that there's always releases, and something else Secret always seems to do at every convention is offer enhancements to what we already have. We're already incredibly blessed with the compensation plan and opportunity and products, everything that we have here, but they just time and time again keep offering us more and more enhancements. And yeah, I've heard that there might be some new things to add value to our business, as well as those product releases, and I can't wait. For those of you who are making it that trek to Ignite, Russell and Michelle Ford, I know you're going. I am so excited for you. I know what it's like to be in one of those rooms filled with all those inspiring leaders, and you're going to have John C. Maxwell there delivering some incredible content, and you'll also get to meet and hang out with all our support team in, Nicole and Alicia Humphreys, Tracy Zimmer. You'll get to meet Josh, and if you're really lucky and push yourself forward, and you should, you'll get a hug from Isaac as well. So yeah, look, we're really excited for you. And next weekend we'll stay stay close to all the action through feeds that come from Nicole and Alicia Humphreys and other people in Tracy Zimmer's dream team, and we will share that information through Controlled Chaos. So expect that group to get a little bit chaotic next week as information comes flying in. Often releases and so on happen in North America before we get them here. And it may be a few months before we get those products released here. So be patient. Know that they will come. It might just be a matter of time. But anything that's immediate for us in Australia, then we'll let you know as soon as we have that information. But otherwise, just don't feel let down that we haven't got it yet. It is usual that it takes a few months for us to catch up down under. All right, so this week is the start of week 3, and during week 3 we focus on mindset, because after this period we go into planning, and it's really good to establish the right mindset and have the right attitude when you go into your planning and setting your goals for the following month. So there's 2 really key components of developing that mindset, and that is to develop a positive attitude. And it's really important to surround yourself with positive influences in your life. And I have positive affirmations and quotes and sayings around our house. We have the little flip books that you can flip daily. Some of those get quite some time we forget to flip them over, but they're there anyway, and they inspire us. And I walk out into the garden and there's sayings and quotes and affirmations there, and some days I practice those affirmations with our kids as well, and that's really nice. And not just having those positive affirmations, but surrounding yourself with positive people as well. And when you hang around the people who you are connected with, certainly in secret, if this is the business that you're trying to grow, then there's a lot of benefit from attending local events and functions, and certainly traveling to the bigger ones, because that's where you start to develop connections and the friendships grow. And as you will have noticed in our Facebook groups that are a level apart from those close and personal contacts, but even in our Facebook group you see that that supportive, positive environment where we all get together and cheer each other on and recognise each other's successes. So yes, look, it's really important to surround yourself with positive things and people to help you develop and to maintain that positive attitude, and really start to practice it in your life. When you experience something negative, look, it's okay to feel it, but look, why not straight away try and put a positive spin on it? When you develop that positive attitude, it changes your life. When you can put that positive spin on some of those letdowns in your life, then it overflows into other aspects of your life as well, and you start to develop a real spirit of gratitude. And I personally believe, and certainly others who are perhaps more learned and scholarly also have stated that it's one of the keys to happiness is to have an attitude of gratitude. So practice those positive affirmations and developing that positive attitude, putting a positive spin on things and having that attitude of gratitude. And of course, it's been said many times before that that your attitude determines your altitude. So let's really work on that over the next couple of weeks. Now, another element that's really important for your mindset for success is your belief systems. And here at Secret, I guess our first exposure is to the products, and I guess we need to remind ourselves that what we have in our hands, I'm just going to tilt this down a little because I'm very proud of this Secret brand, and this was a product that was already tested. When a company comes onto the market, they should have done some product and market testing beforehand, and that was most certainly done with Secret. they had retail operations, high-end luxury retail operations throughout 40 countries around the globe in over 900 kiosks. That's the most adverse environment to try and move these products. Became $1 billion success story without advertising. You understand? There was no TV, no magazines, no billboards. Secret became a success story in the most adverse environment with just passing traffic, stopping, applying a few products with wow factor and creating $125 million in sales through retail operations in Australia. And just keep reminding yourself of that. Australia's retail sector contributed to 1/8 of that $1 billion sales. Aussies love this stuff, really. There are a lot of Aussie men who are very generous with their wives, and so there's a lot of Aussie men who don't mind women putting these luxurious products on their face, especially when they work. So Secret has a proven product, so you should have total belief in these amazing products that help not just with those fine lines and wrinkles. Secret is not a beauty company. It's a skin solution company, and we have solutions for eczema, psoriasis, scalp psoriasis, rosacea, cracked heels, keratosis, pilaris, keratosis, sunspots, anything red or itchy. We have solutions for just about everything, and they are real solutions with totally reliable results. So, believe in your products, believe in the company, because they really do have your back. At a couple of meetings I've attended with Ian Ross, Australia's general manager, I've heard him say that Secret's purpose here, that Secret Corporate's role is to provide for you an environment of success so that you can achieve the results that you're after. And so you need to have faith and believe that the company is right behind you. We have a cabinet of, look, I couldn't tell you how many members. It might be 8 members, and they are our top leaders, and they include Kai Wynn and Joshua Denny, Casey and Eleanor Call, and the lots. These are our top ranking leaders, and they meet with corporate in Phoenix at head office there every single month, and they are feeding back from the field. In addition to that, there are a dozen or so agency ambassadors, and Tracy, our very own Tracy Zimmer and Josh Wiles are agency ambassadors. So they are also on a regular call, a monthly call with HQ in Arizona, and they are feeding back information that they receive from the field. So we have agents, we have field members advising head office, and that is something very special, I think, that we have here. And so you have great leaders at your fingertips that you can feed back to as well if you have great ideas or concerns. And we also have a fabulous compensation plan, and you really need to believe that it is aggressive and it is a very lucrative compensation plan. It's when you get out there and you're working your wow parties and exposing Secret to the masses, then you're well rewarded with not only your 20% commission, which then goes up to 25% when you're a bronze leader and above, but you're getting a 25% commission, but also 25% product credit when you have 4 VIPs in any given month. Now, that's huge. That brings that up to about 45%. Now, VIPs also contribute to your team commission, whether it's your VIPs or those brought in by your team members or placed in your binary. Anybody who's in your tree and has VIPs, the agents and the VIPs contribute to that volume. That is amazing. You get bucket loads out of your VIPs plus the residual. They go away and continue to order and you're receiving commission on that. That's crazy. So, you know, we do have a very generous and lucrative compensation plan, and people want it, trust me. You know, we had a recent meeting here in Cairns, and we were blessed to have Peter Wood, our resident accountant, who gave his testimonial and supported what we have here, and that's really very special. So, you know, we do have so much to believe in here. We've got our products, we've got a great company and leadership, and a wonderful compensation plan. And I guess those elements are easier to believe in. The work you really have to do is the belief in yourself. It's the belief that you can do this. And that's the tough bit, isn't it? And, you know, it takes effort. It takes work to develop and grow into the person that's going to become successful. It certainly happens along the journey as you face challenges and overcome those, learn to manage obstacles and so on. But there are other things you can do. And look, I'm really glad that Paul's had the chance to be home today and share some of his pearls. So on that, you know, personal development, I'm going to hand over to Paul.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. I suppose my growth in this business is at a different pace to Lisa's growth, and I am very much a person that needs to develop a better mindset, not only for Secret, but for many other things in my life. And the first step in any journey is to recognize that. We've been in this business for 18 months. I've had many ups and downs in terms of action, inaction, sometimes wavering belief. The belief generally is not in the products. It's generally in myself, and often is based on, well, all of it is based on experience. And for whatever point in your life you're at now, you have the experience from the time you were born to now. That is what's creating your mindset. For some people, they have, and I don't know if it's innate or whatever, but their ability to be positive and whatever is greater than others. And if you don't have that innate ability, the great thing that I've learned is that you can find it. In actual fact, what I've learned through the little bit of stuff that I've done is that we all have greatness within us, and we all have the ability to make changes in our life. And the first part is to recognize that you want to change, and then you have to take steps to make that happen. I was listening to something today, and they said your brain automatically is focused on survival. It's not focused on advancement. It's not focused on chasing positives and that. It's focused on survival. And I very much recognize that for me, after 50 years of life, I actually was in the mold of just survival. And that's a difficult thing to break out of for some people, and maybe it is for you. Yeah, you can have, like with Secret, I really believe we've got the best product, we've got the best system. The company supports us fantastically, so we got the best company, a very aggressive compensation plan, and the business model is magnificent. But if you don't have the right mindset to go with that, nothing will work. So if you're not where you want to be in your life, even with your health, your relationships, and you want to change, you have to look inward before you look outward. We all have circumstances and traumas in our life And generally what happens is, it's, if you look back over those times of when there's been a big rock in the middle of the road, they've actually caused you to change your mindset. My dad died a couple of months ago. My mum married for over 50 years. They had set things that they did. That's how they worked their life, you know. They were very much traditional. Dad did his things, mum did hers. All of a sudden, there's a rock in the road. Now mum has to learn how to do things that she did not think probably that she would have to, or that she would be capable of. I've mentioned to her many times that she should probably try different things, but she's always said no. Now she doesn't have a choice. And while things are difficult at the moment because of that trauma, in the long run, it actually might be great for her personal growth. And she'll discover part of her that she didn't know she had. It's always been there. She just didn't know she had it. So mindset can be the secret to your success. It can be the secret to your failure. It can be the secret, well, it is the secret to your happiness. It's really cemented when you put emotion and conviction and belief to those things that you decide are important to you. That's the stuff that's going to change things in your life. If you, and I've spoken to many people, and you know, for some of us it's difficult to develop a dream for the future. It's not as easy, and it's easy to say, it's not easy to imprint that on your mind. So you have to have passion, love, determination, belief, and they're all based on what you think, not on your circumstances or your environment. So one thing that really is coming home to me at the moment is that wherever you are in your life, you have to be happy with where you are now to really appreciate what's going to happen into the future. You can control you. You can't control the external influences, but you can control you. And how do you do that? Well, first of all, you have to find that belief and become the person that recognizes there needs to be a change. Once you recognize there's a change, you have to let go of those things that happened to you in the past that may not be, or may be holding you back. You have to let go of some other people's opinions, maybe. And it is hard sometimes to let that go, because you fall out of your comfort zone. You'll have friends around you that are in a similar situation to you, and it's comfortable when you're all in the same spot. If you move out of that circle and you definitely move away, you do risk alienating some of those people that you now think are very important in your life. That's a challenge. But you're not going to live their dreams. You have to live your own. At the end of the day, what's more important, your dreams or theirs? Or if they don't have any, do you want to be part of that crowd, or do you want to be something different? It's all up to you. It's your decision. I'll finish up with one of the first things that I saw when we first looked at Secret was a post by Joshua Denny, and there's been a couple to go with it, but he was actually in his home, which was a large home, and he was walking out of his home with no electricity, no essentials. There was no furniture, nothing in there. And he was videoing the selfie of himself saying, you know, I've been evicted. I'm getting into my car, which he did. And he said, I don't know where the future's going to take me, but it's going to be great. And he was smiling. And I was like, how? I've never met anyone that can be like that in those circumstances. So that really hit me at that time. And it's always sat in the back of my mind that someone could actually be like that. And I did hear another story quite a few years ago now, and it was about an old guy. His wife of 45 or 50 years had died 18 months or 2 years pre this interview, and he was getting remarried. It was he'd been married previously. His wife had died. That was a short span. He'd been married again and spent a long period of time with this other lady, and he was 92, and he was remarrying for the third time. And the interviewer said, "Why are you doing this? It's not usual. You know, normally you're that age, you've lost your partner, you're down in the dumps, and you're ready to sort of see your days out." And he said, well, he loved and adored all his two wives. The last one, he said, they were fantastic years, and we've had kids, and we did this and we did that. And he said, I miss her, but she's died. I'm still here. I don't think I'm ready to curl up my toes yet. I found another lady who's got spunk and whatever else, and I've got all these plans for the future. And I sat back and I went, oh my God. I really hadn't met anyone like that either. Those people just have a different attitude. That's all it is. So we all have that ability within us. It's about how you want to drag it out of yourself. And the way to drag it out of yourself, the easiest way that I know, is you've got to put positive in to get positive out. And, you know, I have a lot of trouble turning the TV off. I love watching TV. But I've made a conscious effort some nights to not watch TV and to go in the bedroom and read. It's little steps. You take whatever steps you find work for you, but make the steps. If you don't make the steps, then really don't complain, because you're going to follow the path you're on now. You want to change the path, you've got to change, and you have it within you. Lisa and I haven't got to the point where we can stand up and beat our chests about secret, but I know for a fact in the last 2 weeks I've made a concerted effort to read more. I turn the radio off in my car and I just play Jim Rohn disc. When I'm at work, I'm listening to positive things, and all of a sudden, you know, I've talked to a few people and they're willing to look at secret. Before, I thought I talked to the same people and they said no. So you got to ask yourself, what's changed? And you can only look at one thing. So I hope that's been helpful for you. And that's me. Thanks, Lisa.
Bravo, Paul. That's awesome. I feel pretty lucky to be partnering with somebody who is who's so open-minded and willing to change and prepared to do the work, to do what it takes to make a better life for us. You know, us, we are our first priority, us and our family. But we are very committed to you. And, you know, there are times when, you know, things have got a bit tough here and we just think, oh, let's just throw it to the wind. And we're like, no, you know, we are committed to you as well. We're here for you. We're here for the long haul, and we've got you back. You know, if while you're going through this journey of self-development and developing that positive mental attitude and growing your belief, we've got your back, and we're going to keep growing and bringing new people into your organization, and holding meetings and webinars. We're not going anywhere. So please do what you need to do to change. Want to change. It feels good. And you'll notice not just a difference in your secret business, but your whole life, really. It is part of our daily methods of operation. It's step 4, and there are lots of books and lots of things on YouTube you can get into as well. Hook onto some great mentors like Bob Proctor, Eric Worre, Jim Rohn. Get into some good reading. You know, there's Og Mandino, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, whoever it is. Just jump on their bandwagon and learn, and be open to the suggestions that they make, and then practice. It takes action as well. Mindset and action is where you're going to find success. And, you know, it's true for your secret business, but it's true for yourself as well. You need to change your mindset and then do the work to become the person that will achieve success. And, you know, it's often said by many of our leaders here that, you know, it's one thing to achieve financial success in secret, but the true success is going to be your personal growth. Look, that's all we've got for you today. We like to keep it as short as possible. It's going to be a couple of weeks before we do our planning, because next weekend we're going to be keeping a close eye on Ignite and all the happenings there, and the final week we'll go into plans, the planning and goals, and we've got a fantastic leader coming on to share her pearls that week. And we also have some fantastic books on our shelves that we would love to share with you. So, you know, if you're looking for something, you know, throw us a line, send us a message, and let's keep talking about what you need in your life. We'll share some of those books on Controlled Chaos, and I encourage you too as well. If you've read some fantastic personal development books, share them, give a little summary of what they're about, and, you know, perhaps others that will help others with what they're looking for in their lives. Well, thanks so much for joining us. I hope you gained some useful information out of this. Have an awesome week, and we'll touch base with you online, if not local, where we can have a face-to-face coffee. Thanks again.
Bye.
That's it from us. Bye.